You've probably heard Ganbatte at an anime convention, thinking it's a cheerful, do your best. But here's a dark, twisted secret. Everyone gets this word completely wrong. If you consult Google Translate, it'll innocently pat you on the back and say it means good luck. It sounds like a fairy godmother blessing your math test, doesn't it? Well, prepare to have your anime-loving illusions utterly shattered. The algorithm is politely lying to protect your fragile feelings. The truth is far darker and much more complicated. Wrong. Dead wrong. When Japanese society tells you to ganbatte, they aren't wishing you luck with a sparkly wand. They are implicitly handing you a life sentence. Endure your suffering, entirely alone. There is no backup, no cavalry coming over the hill. Just you, your impending doom, and the expectation of absolute silence. Let's dissect the kanji, the Chinese characters, like a linguistic forensic scientist. The first character, gan, doesn't mean cheer or happiness. It translates to stubbornly or forcefully hard. Think of an immovable rock that refuses to yield to the ocean's waves. Or perhaps a very stubborn, sleep-deprived mule refusing to move. The second character, baru, means to stretch. So when literally combined, ganbatte means stretch yourself forcefully until you reach your absolute breaking point. Does that sound like a cheerful good luck to you? Honestly, it sounds more like the instruction manual for a medieval torture device designed to test your sanity. So, ganbatte isn't good luck. It's a polite, socially acceptable order. Force yourself through the agony, and whatever you do, do not ask for help. It is the ultimate solo mission, a cultural mandate born from samurai ideals, where failure is entirely your fault, and complaining is strictly forbidden. And then we have ganbatte, the imperative, commanding form. This is not a cute cheerleader rooting for you from the sidelines with pom-poms. It's a direct, barking command from a superior. It essentially translates to, keep suffering, peasant, and do it considerably faster. No warmth, just a strict order to endure. But why must you suffer alone? Enter meiwaku, the profound social sin of burdening others. In Western cultures, asking for help is considered healthy. In Japan, asking for help equals causing meiwaku, and causing meiwaku equals absolute social shame. It's the cultural equivalent of committing a cardinal sin against society. This cultural mindset glorifies silent suffering. Working an 80-hour week isn't seen as a human rights violation here. It's simply called dedication. Sleep is for the weak, apparently, and chronic burnout is just a prestigious badge of honor you pin directly to your perfectly tailored corporate suit. Welcome to the economic miracle. Take this extreme dedication to its logical, grim conclusion, and you get Karoshi, literally death from overwork. Yes, Japan actually had to invent a specific, terrifying word for dying because your boss told you to ganbatte too much. It's the ultimate tragic conclusion to stubborn, silent endurance. This isn't just an urban myth designed to scare new interns. The Japanese government officially recognizes Karoshi, death from overwork, as a legitimate cause of death, citing an 80-hour overtime threshold. You can literally work yourself into a government-approved, heavily paperworked grave. How incredibly, devastatingly efficient of them. The absolute darkest part of this system, nobody checks on you. Because of meiwaku, the fear of burdening others, your coworkers will just watch you mentally and physically melt down at your desk. They will politely avert their eyes and softly whisper, ganbatte, leaving you to your isolated struggle. But there is a tiny glimmer of hope on the horizon. Gen Z in Japan is finally starting to say no to this toxic tradition, embracing quiet quitting. They prefer, actually surviving their 20s with their sanity completely intact, rather than becoming just another Karoshi statistic in a filing cabinet. So, the next time you want to comfort a Japanese friend who is going through a tough time, pause for a second. Realize that saying Ganbatte might sound less like a warm, comforting hug and much more like a cold, corporate command to suffer in absolute silence. Choose your words carefully. Imagine hearing this specific word your entire life, from your parents, your teachers, your boss. Ganbatte, ganbatte, over and over again. It starts to sound less like a friendly cheer and a lot more like a psychological curse, playing on an endless, exhausting, inescapable loop that you can never turn off. This concept is closely tied to gaman, the cultural act of suppressing your feelings. Gaman is the noble, yet utterly terrifying art of swallowing your pain, holding back your tears, and smiling politely while your soul slowly and quietly leaves your physical body. It's endurance, praised as a high virtue. Then we have nintai, which means endurance through suffering. Think of it as intense spiritual weightlifting. But instead of building sick, attractive muscles, you're just building a massive, extremely unhealthy tolerance for severe emotional damage. It's human resilience taken to a completely masochistic extreme, heavily rewarded by society. So we are forced to ask the uncomfortable, lingering question: is Ganbatte truly a word of encouragement? Or is it actually a life sentence, quietly condemning you to handle every single existential crisis and workplace disaster completely alone, without a safety net to catch your inevitable fall? If you are genuinely struggling, maybe Ganbatte is the absolute worst thing you could possibly hear. Who told you that you have to suffer alone? Honne, your real feelings, shouldn't always be hidden behind tatemae, your public face. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do is simply to break the silence. Did this shatter your anime illusions? Welcome to the real world. To learn more about the cultural words considered a word so offensive it was erased from history by PR agencies, subscribe for more dark, witty truths about Japan. Because the truth is always stranger than fiction. See you next time!